Yo, what's cracking, everybody? Man, welcome to episode 419 of the Confidence in the Klutch Podcast with Donald Nelson on the Confidence in the Klutch Network, man. I'm here to educate, entertain, and inform, man. Click that bell for notification, new content when I drop. New media, energy up, health as well. Hope y'all had a great week. Glad y'all came back to come mess with me, man. We jump right into it. Konfident Service Announcement for this week is going to be nurturing. In the pandemic, I was like, yo, what can I improve upon? What can I be better at, right? So I chose to find a therapist, and I had her where I had interactions with the therapist. One of my children was in therapy, so I'm like, all right, then. And I made a choice and shit, and I think I went with the wrong person all day, forever. But she was around, so then I said, yeah, I want to give me a sister and shit. You know what I'm saying? There ain't too many black men out here anyway, so it's like, man, I'll be waiting forever. Like, so let me give me a black woman, like, therapist. So, and I said nurturing to my children, first of all, especially nurturing that I have a daughter. I raise my children the same, boys and girls, same information, same everything. Because sometimes boys can get a little bit more emotional and the girls can be a little bit harder and vice versa, right? So I said, that's how I wanted to do it. So make sure this camera's straight, B. Can't get with me. So that's what I did. So I just want people to understand. It's usually the male that's a little bit more militant. I consider myself a militant person, you know what I mean? Certain ways, how I like it and all that. But, it can, too much militancy without that nurturing aspect can become a problem. See, I'm not a single parent. I'm a co-parent because my children's mothers were in their life, right? We just weren't together. So people misuse that term. A single parent is a woman or a man who has no interaction with that other parent and they're a piece of shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't do what they're supposed to do for their kids. They don't help out. They don't send no bread. They don't come get them. They don't let their kids spend the night. They don't do nothing. They don't pick up for school. They don't drop off to school. They might come to an athletic event every once in a while, but that's it and shit. So they pieces of shit because these kids didn't ask to be here. And that's a big thing going around, especially in the athletic community, but it's the game that's been going around since the beginning of time. If a woman knows that she can get a man to do whatever she wants to, why would she choose to go after somebody without no paper? Like, that's just, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Once you know you got it, you got it. So we'll hit that later, though. But getting back to the nurturing aspect of everything, you got to be able to nurture your child. Like, for me, when I had to discipline, what always hurt me was when you discipline, then you got to come back and nurture, because I was a co-parent and didn't have a woman here in the house with me to come back with that. So that's what I wanted to do in the pandemic. I identified a need because the nurturing piece is very important. And I thank God that in 2020, I went and got that nurturing piece so I can handle everything that was going to come my way after that. So I appreciate that. So you, especially, man, and I'm talking to my brothers out here, black, white, yellow, red, or other, make sure you're nurturing with your children, because you have to pour into them after the discipline, before the discipline, whatever you do. And if you need help figuring out what nurturing is, hit me up. I'll let you know. I am in my class now for my life coach stuff, so it's coming, y'all. It's coming. It's coming. Everything is falling in the way it's supposed to. We filling up these boxes. It's like Tetris right now. And I'm not trying to let it get too high, but I'm trying to maximize down here so then it can start growing and growing and growing, and I can still fit these pieces in. But I don't never want to get to board where I can't do nothing, but everything is falling right into place, if you ask me, baby. So, yeah, we good. We ready? We ready. Konfident Service Announcement, man. Let's go. Politics as usual. That's where we at right now, man. Hey, Trump. Agenda. Heritage Report. Project 2025. Trump's tariffs will make it hard on Americans and American businesses. We know that, first of all. Trump says this would take 2 years to turn around himself. All right, so let's look at, even take the tariffs out of the shit. Take out Trump's policies. Take out Project 2025. The Heritage Foundation, the GOP policies. First of all, GOP has nothing in place for any minority, any poor people, any immigrant, anything. This is for white people that took this country from the native indigenous people who keep trying to cross that border back to where their ancestors was, because it's a natural inclination to come back where they always traveled. See, that's what they don't understand. Motherfucker, this ain't landlocked, right? You can go from the tip of South America to the tip of North America, if you can walk your ass there. You feel me? They always traversed back through the continents. That's why they're trying to get their ass over the border to get back to where they are naturally inclined to go. You feel me? My great-grandmother was born on a reservation in Oklahoma. My great-grandfather paternal was born, both of them paternal, was born in a reservation in Phoenix. That's why I love the Southwest. That's why I love when I go to the mountains, I got mysticism. I can't swim. I can't fuck with the water. The water is cool if I'm in the Caribbean, but I don't like any other water. Right? You know what I'm saying? I need to see my feet. I don't like water and all that shit. So, but the mountains do something to me, the mysticism. And just being able to get up every day knowing what the mountains, what was here before, and all the ice and all that shit that carved this shit up. Like, all that is just, man, it's the mysticism. This my people is out there. So I get it. All right? Their policies and procedures have nothing to do with anybody. Black, red, yellow, brown, it doesn't matter, right? Look at the policies and procedures. Target has lost over $12 billion since announcing and scaling back their DEI measures back in January, right? So it's a wrap, G, for Target. Like I told y'all before, I am going to boycott. I've been boycotting shit. I've been switched up the game. I don't go to certain places. My baby just hit me right now. Can you bring me some lunch? Can you bring me some McDonald's? We don't go to McDonald's. I don't go to McDonald's no more. My money can't be spent at McDonald's. Now, if I want some fries that bad, I'm going to go to fucking McDonald's and get some. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm not going to McDonald's just to get shit when I can go somewhere else. I'm not going to Target to get shit when I can go somewhere else. Can you get McDonald's fries anywhere else? No. So therefore, you go to get you some fucking McDonald's fries. You heard me? So that's what I'm going to do. Now, Costco's board voted against not ending their DEI, and their foot traffic is improved, right? Like when I'm looking for certain stuff, like there were these heavyweight flannel shirts with pockets, flannel jackets that I love from Target that I wanted to wear around the crib and shit. So now I got to see this cardigan on the back of my chair. Now I found I got cardigans all in the closet and shit. So I got the express cardigan with the pockets. They smaller for when I don't have like pajama pants and lounge pants with no pockets in it, that when I walk around the house, it is what it is. Because I like to wear my robe, but sometimes I don't want that long ass robe on. I got the short smoking robe, but that motherfucker's silk. You know what I'm saying? That's when I'm entertaining. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, if I had no shirt on or nothing, I ain't wearing that shit just to be wearing around and shit, nigga. So, Costco numbers went up. Target numbers went down. Of course, the motherfuckers that's anti-DEI stopped shopping at Costco and took their ass to Sam's Club. The motherfuckers that's pro-DEI left their ass from Sam's Club and went to Costco. But my question is right now, because they hitting motherfuckers now. They say, who they say? They say Amazon next. They started the Walmart boycott, right? So now it's like, all right, that's what we on. What does Walmart numbers look like right now? And that's what I want to look at. I seen something today. I said, I'm going to wait, though. Because niggas ain't going to stop going to Walmart. I went to Walmart after Bella's doctor's appointment last week. And all it is niggas up here at Walmart. So, you know what I'm saying? But yes, there are certain things from Target that I can only get from Target that I haven't found at the same quality or better quality at another store yet. There are certain things in Walmart that I have to get from Walmart that I haven't found in another store yet, right? So that's it. And then we got hit with the boom, bang, bing with Trump saying, hey, yo, I'm going to impose an additional 50% tariff on China to make the tariff on China in totality 104%. Okay. Let me back up. Do what you got to do for your dollar, right? Can't nobody tell you ain't supposed to go there, Because your dollar got to stretch where it need to stretch for you. Because in a minute, with all this tariffs, I said 104% on China, everything we got probably for fucking China. Like, if I check everything right now in front of me, this mic might have been assembled in America, right? Gator Frameworks might have been here. Satechi, Logitech, Apple, Presonus, Powell, fucking TCL, Soundcore, Samsung, all that shit is over in Asia. You know what I mean? My fucking new softbox light and shit, like, you know what I mean? And I always do the sepia because I'm black. That white shit don't work for me, right? I need the sepia so to get the orange glow. Tell me what you know, I can show you how to get it, bro. You can't act like no hoe. You gotta be superficialist in this shit if you trying to get it, bitch. Yeah, so we gotta figure it out. So then yesterday, China, it's Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. So maybe Sunday, China issued retaliatory tariffs of 34% on top of their already record-setting tariffs. So Trump is a gangster. He said, nigga, you motherfuckers been tariffing us way too long. You know what I mean? Y'all tariffing our goods. Our goods don't sell over there. Fuck that. We gonna tariff y'all goods. Y'all shit ain't gonna sell over here. That's all it is. We need our businesses to make their money and y'all shit because y'all getting over on here because we ain't charging y'all the same amount of tariffs. There's nothing wrong with it, but we gonna have to pay for it. That's gangster shit. We see the EU Union said, fuck that, we ain't we're taking our tariffs away. Because they know motherfuckers ain't gonna buy they shit over in America. They know we the biggest spenders in the world. Black Americans spend the most amount of paper in the world as a demographic or group, nigga. Black Americans spend the most cheese. All right? So he's talking about non-monetary tariffs, illegal subsidization of companies, and massive long-term currency manipulation. This is what he said, right? Despite my warning that any country that retaliates against the U.S. by issuing additional tariffs above and beyond their already existing long tariff abuse of our nation, we will be immediately met with new and substantially higher tariffs over and above those initially set, Trump wrote on Truth Social. Therefore, if China does not withdraw its 34% increase above their already long-term trading abuses by tomorrow, April 8th, 2025, the United States will impose additional tariffs on China, 50% effective April 9th, he went on. Additionally, all talks with China concerning their requested meetings with us will be terminated. Negotiations with other countries would have also requested meetings will begin taking place immediately. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Now, that's gangster. He ain't fucking with them. Y'all gonna stop imposing tariffs on our exported goods to your country, which make your people don't want to buy them, if we don't have the same amount of high tariffs on y'all shit coming here. And we're going to get into that, why Americans are conditioned to shop the way they shop. Yeah, that's gangster. All that was per CNN. Here's per CNN, some more context to it. Since returning to power in January, Trump has already levied two tranches of 10% additional duties on all Chinese imports, which the White House said was necessary to stem the flow of illicit fentanyl from the country to the U.S. Last week, Trump announced an additional 34% on all Chinese goods, which is set to take effect Wednesday, which is tomorrow. If his latest threat of an additional 50% went into effect, Chinese goods arriving in the U.S. would effectively be subject to tariffs of 104%. We're not buying shit, B. Whatever it is double. Whatever the price is of everything we buy right now from China, it gets doubled. You better get everything you're going to get. You better get everything you're going to fucking get right now. If it's a car, if it's a computer, if it's a washer dryer, that TV you've been wanting, the alcohol and shit, like if you like Japanese whiskey, if you like whatever, because Europe said we cool. So all our scotch, our champagne, our wine and shit, we good. Our cognac, we good. Our gin, we good. Your vodka, you good. You know what I mean? Can't fuck with Tito's because Tito supported motherfucking Trump's inauguration and shit. We can't fuck with it. Even though it's okay. We got to understand this politics, but you got to figure it out. So 104%? So everybody want this new Nintendo Switch finna come out? No, you won't. That motherfucker like $440 now or some shit like that. That shit gonna be like a G here. And it don't matter if you buy the Chinese version. You still got to pay tariffs on it when it gets shipped here, B. Shit, so yeah. So, hello, American businesses, you're on the clock. He's asking y'all to, He's asking y'all to cut y'all profits to help the American people and bring those jobs back here. We know that's going to be a hard sell for them. They're making so much money over there. Quality and price. Well, the former would improve for Americans' price, right? The former, quality, will improve for Americans, not the latter, price. Prices will rise on everything, dog. Like whatever, like so the shit you like to eat, like to go and get the steaks and the nice ass salmon fillet, whatever you want to cook at the crib, that shit finna get crazy because our seafood come from certain places, man. So therefore, you know what I mean, a lot of Asian seafood, depending where you get your shit from. So man, you ain't gonna spend all that money on that one meal when you can get two for that meal. It's because Americans like cheap quality shit, not cheap shit. Americans buy for price and not quality. That's the problem, right? Y'all hear me in my rundown in the beginning. You buy once, you cry once, right? Buy a better quality products that you're gonna spend more cheese on than that cheap shit. You know what I mean? Buy what you need now. Cars, electronics, clothes, and liquor now. Because it's a wrap. We got to sit in it. We got to sit in it, man. We got to sit in it. Let me know what y'all thinking. Because there's other shit going on. All this, the Department of Education and shit right there that really motherfuckers got to be worried about right now. Like, the shit we can't control. We can't control what they doing, man. They in charge. They in charge, B. All right, y'all. Moving on, man. We got to move on, man. All right, let's do it. So... yes, the Minnesota-Denver game last week. Talking NBA now, y'all. Of course, Westbrook missing the layup was not good. However, the foul on the three-point shooter was the error. After you missed the layup, like, oh, shit, and you realize, motherfucker, you better get your ass back in transition, and he tried to come close out and foul the motherfucker. You know what I mean? But it's good basketball. We've seen Brown balling out. We've seen the Warriors balling out. This is what it is. NBA ball is getting better right now. This is the time of year when I like to sit down and watch it. But it's due to the proximity that the playoffs is coming. Now it's going to be, it is what it is, right? And I can't wait to get the first round series out the way because then we get super good basketball, right? But Jokic had a 60-point triple-double in that game, right? Crazy, B. Crazy. Draymond, fuck the era shit, B. Fuck the era shit because it's old school cast that's too emotional, you know? They say they shit was the best. This new school cast that's too emotional. They say their shit is the best currently. And then each side can't get constructively criticized on, it was cool right here, but y'all niggas couldn't do this. But niggas be disrespectful talking about y'all play with plumbers and janitors and shit because niggas had other jobs. And over here, like niggas is babies and shit, niggas don't work hard. Y'all got all the technology, all the shit, the game easy for y'all. Y'all motherfuckers still can't make it open J. So people... this new age shit is too much whining, I tell you that much. It's too much whining in what's supposed to happen. That ain't shit. Now my man Ja, they asked you to not do it. Booker, yeah, nigga, yeah, hit the train. Nigga, bye. Nigga, Ja, they asked you not to do it, and you did it anyway. They claimed the victim, I get it, but the league gonna have to suspend the whole gun shit, like, whatever, like, but not really, though. Gun motherfuckers got rights, motherfucker. Like, I don't think you, as long as you ain't doing it at the other team, I think you good, fam. Like, I can't be like, oh, yeah, nigga, all the niggas' faces. That's taunting. But I should be able to do the gun shit. Now, Ja might have to be like, yo, motherfucker, y'all niggas trying to get at me. But what about everybody else? Well, motherfucker, you got caught gun with the two pistols. You got caught with the two pistols, fam, on social media, so. But he didn't do nothing wrong. Like, you know what I mean? So, I just want Ja to get out of his own way, yo, man, because he's fined $75,000 for the gun gesture because they told him to chill. Him and Buddy Hield going back and forth and shit. Like, come on, man. Like, you are in charge of your own decisions you make, and you are not in charge of the consequences you receive. So you can say, fuck it, I'm doing what the fuck I want to. Pay that bread then. But my thing to Ja is the history, though. The history of what you did. You got to just chill. Let that shit subside, and it is what it is. Go have that conversation. Like, man, can I just do it like everybody do it? How I can't do it? Like, can I just do it at the crowd? If I don't do it at nobody, y'all find me for that? So that's what I would say if I was Ja. You know what I mean? But when the league issued a warning, Ja said it is what it is. They gonna do what the fuck they want to do type shit. So that's what Ja wanted to do. So that's why Ja got to pay that $75,000. However, how much money you done gave up, nigga, for this gun shit? And last time I checked, I don't think you got no endorsement by no gun manufacturers and shit that's jumping behind you. Where the NRA when niggas get in trouble for promoting their guns lifestyle in their regular place of business? Are they supposed to be placing gun lifestyle in their place of business stuff, where they work at, talking about pistols and guns and motioning I got guns? Like, where the NRA for that shit? Huh? You know in the comments for that shit. So and I just got one question for Anthony Edwards. Is it you or is it them? And we'll talk about is it you or is it them later, because that ain't got nothing to do with the NBA. We'll talk about that in quick ones. Is it you or is it them, man? All right, y'all. Let's jump into this NCAA. That shit is crazy, though. Let's jump into this NCAA, man. That shit crazy to the motherfucker. All right, y'all. Men's Final Four. When we get to Auburn versus Florida, Florida was a better team. They played better. They could have lost, though, but they played better, right? The Duke versus Houston game. Duke led the whole fucking game. And number 14 for Duke can't fucking inbound the ball. I don't know how many times they kept on wanting him to inbound. That's unacceptable at that level that you can't get the ball in, though. He never hit the open person on the press. When you see these white palms, they open. Pass the ball right there, because it takes 2 eyes, 2 hands, and 2 motherfucking feet to catch a pass, to steal a pass, to rebound, all that shit. You got to go get the ball, 2 eyes to see the ball, 2 hands to go get it, 2 feet to make you move to go get it. And it's all effort shit, right? But he never hit the open person on the press. Once you pass the ball right there, they can't have a motherfucker all on their shoulder. They got to keep on coming to that ball, reverse, grab it, pivot. They going to get fouled. If you're going to get fouled, be strong with the ball. Because our press break is, we got elbows, right? Elbows. If ball side, right? Ball this side right here, that means this person is going here, setting the pick. They open up towards the ball right here. Ooh, they get the ball, right? As soon as they do that, I got somebody in between the top of the key and a half-court circle. As soon as they do their shit, jump and fan out to each side, they come straight down the middle. Ball inbounds, pass it back to the inbound or whatever. You clear everybody out. If they in, man, we gone. In that situation when Houston trying to trap y'all to keep the game, to get the free throws, to be strong with it. My best ball handler, highest free throw percentage shooter is coming straight down the middle. That's it, B. Right? But that shit was unacceptable, man. Then the bullshit foul on Flag on a free throw, that wasn't no foul, B. And then my man Jay Wan went and made 2 free throws for Houston. It's all good. Flag had a good look, a fadeaway in the paint. You can't ask for a better shot than that. But Duke gave up mad time, to get that shot. And like Houston trailed in the second half, so it was just one of them games, right? 25-8 run to finish the second half for Houston. 11-1 run to end the game for Houston. Duke 1 field goal, last 10 minutes, 34 seconds of the game. Shooting all them damn J's. That did get you. Get to the hole, B. Get to the hole. What I didn't see with Duke, I didn't see nobody that had that. I could get into the hole. Shout out. Now, Houston versus Florida last night, championship game, right? Florida down 12 in the second half. All right, so I was out with Kel. She got a new car. Had to take care of that. I came back, caught the last 3 minutes. I watched as much as I could, you know what I'm saying, throughout the night and this morning. But, before Sharp drove on 3 people, somebody else stepped on the baseline. I forgot who the brother's name is. I forgot. Dark-skinned cat. All right. But Sharp fucked up driving on 3 people. Up 1 and dribbled off your knee. Like, you supposed to take that in. Oh, it's 3 people. I'm taking it back out. You were driving baseline on 3. Remember, the baseline is working for the defense. And then you dribbled off your shit? Okay, fam. So, but my thing, what happened next? Duke, were you watching? Florida brought a ball handler from the top of the key. Caught it, boom, got it in, got fouled. They went down, made 2, right? He hit it back to the inbounder, got fouled, made 2. Then Sharp, final play, Sharp tried to take a hero ball, long-ass deep 3. And couldn't get the shot off because Walter closed out on him hard as hell. He came down and he couldn't touch it, but he didn't just let the bitch bounce. Grab the bitch so it could be the turnover so y'all can foul him and go back and try to get something. Walter closed out hard as hell, which was a mistake. He's supposed to chop it up 2 hands high. He came running hard as fuck and tried to swat at that shit. Nigga, you seen that nigga running fast as hell? You pump fake his ass. And, now I'm shooting 3. Now Walter is looking like, damn, why you out of control and all that shit? Man, jumping to him, go and shoot the 3 free throws, man. That shit kind of blew it. But you had back-to-back turnovers, B. The game came down to free throws, though, because Florida made more than Houston attempted, man. So it is what it is. So I had Auburn winning this shit, but Florida won it, and salute to them, man. Now, women's NCAA. Let's look at that shit. So we had the Final Four in South Carolina versus Texas, right? And, man, first of all, Dawn in that satin motherfucking Gucci tracksuit, fly as fuck, queen. The third foul by Booker at the end of the first half for Texas with 2 minutes to go. Got SC, their biggest lead of the game. That carried into the second half, and they won by like the dub. So my Final Four was right. SC, Texas, UConn, UCLA. Now, UConn, UCLA, they 30-ball UCLA. Dominant defensive performance. They made the Bruins look like a mid-major program, not a team that was number 1 for a majority of the year. Then we get to UConn versus SC. Now, I did 4 brackets on my ESPN shit, 3 South Carolina, 1 UConn. Y'all asked me which bracket did the best. I was like 99.6, nigga. I mean, UConn. Okay. I said it's going to have to come down for the championship game. The Kits versus Strong. Who will win that matchup, right? Strong. Both teams' systems are great on both sides of the ball. However, Paige Beckers is the wild card. South Carolina ain't got no Paige Beckers. Haha, but really, AZ was the wild card. She showed her ass to play ridiculous stuff. Yeah, Hall, Kits, and Pow Pow for South Carolina, that was their wild cards. Combined, I ain't even got into what they did. But I said, look, with this shit being the final time Paige can bring it home, they ain't won one at Connecticut. I still say SC, that's just me. We get into the game, Kits got 2 fouls in the first 5 minutes. However, the second one was on Fagan, not Kits, and they didn't ever change the shit. UConn's face-cutting game, right here, face cut, or right here, backdoor cut game is amazing. I love UConn for picking up their ball handlers full court. That's elite conditioning. For Gino, you got to play defense. You know why? Because I got fucking 9 other McDonald's All-Americans on the bench. If your ass don't play D, your ass is going to sit. Every program, we don't have that luxury at my school. You know what I mean? I got to try to win with who I got the best and bring up the other cats. It don't work that way. The way UConn on defense move their feet, and they converge on the basket for any drives, man, it's textbook. You can teach off of that. But it's an effort thing. It's an effort thing. See, these players are elite players. The effort is there because they got somewhere they're trying to go after this. See, people think they too good already in fucking high school that they ain't got to do that shit. Because of UConn's defense, that made South Carolina shoot a mad hard shots, right? And it seemed like nothing was working for them in their sets. And they were not getting clean looks. And it was a lot of forced 1-on-2, 1-on-3s trying to get to the basket and make shit happen. And when they did that, the one shot, just 1-on-2, 1-on-3, they wasn't getting them fucking rebounds because they guards don't fucking rebound. South Carolina guards don't rebound. Not as good as they needed to that night. And that's why the one game is the one game. And you get to analyzing, and motherfuckers get to not doing shit that they've been doing the whole year. In the first half, it was cool. UConn led by 11, their biggest lead. South Carolina led by 3, but it was the points off of turnovers, 10-4. Points in the paint, UConn 14-8. That's where it was a 36-26 game, right? AZ had a leading scorer with 11, but AZ, Strong, and Beckers had 38, 36. And what happened in the second half? More of the same. That UConn ended up almost winning by the 30 ball that they won by the first time, but they won by 20-something, right? 23. So Paige got her championship. 12th title for UConn. First time since 2016. Fudd had 24, right? Killing. So games like this, where you don't have no horse in the race, you just got allegiances. Connecticut and South Carolina, motherfucker might say, oh, you dick riding, you front running. I've always liked Dawn. So it doesn't matter since she was at Virginia. And Gino always be who I aspire to be as a coach with what you could saying, how he conducts himself, good, bad, or indifferent, right? How he got an all-female staff. You know what I mean? Just all that shit trying to give back, right? But tearing up watching the game at the end for multiple. One, for the journey. You got to win to understand what that shit felt like, right? You got to lose one to know what it felt like. I was an assistant coach. We lost by 1 point, 49-48. And I won as a head coach. We won by 13. So I'm happy for Paige. The other side, sad for Dawn. Because she was doing some shit, get this 4th title. Now we're talking even more shit for Dawn. Gino, 40 years as a coach, 24 Final Fours, 12 chips, 12-1 in championships game, which is only lost to Don. Yeah, it's a little bit emotional. You know what I mean? You see that shit. So shout out to the South Carolina Gamecocks. Shout out to the Connecticut Huskies for giving us an entertaining game. You know what I mean? Depending on where you were, I just want to see a good game on both sides, the man and woman, and that's what I got to see. It was a little bit more a blowout, but UConn was just better that night. UConn was better that night in South Carolina when they won by 30 plus. So it is what it is, but they'll get back together, both teams, and regroup, man. Flau'Jae says she's returning for her senior season. I think that's a good look. Why not? You got all this fucking money. You got another chance to get a title, but they must have something big coming in the transfer portal or freshman, because I think Anissa Morrow's headed to the league, so and she's a big part of what they do down at LSU. So I'm wondering how they're going to be posturing to win this shit again without her, but they must got some shit coming, right? Flau'Jae up their points, highest scoring average she's had in 3 years, and she's an NIL darling. She signed with Unrivaled League already. She raps. She's good. You know what I mean? She's good, man. She's good. Okay? All right. We up out of this bitch, man. Quick ones. We talked about the Anthony Edwards shit. That wasn't basketball related. This is more social commentary. The reports is he didn't want the baby. The lady's 39, he 23. It is what it is, man. That's 16, right? So, but she's been getting murdered on social media. Like, why you preying on a nigga? Why you pick the young boy and all this? She like, nigga, I got the baby by little baby already, fam. I like what I like, basically. But she responded to the reports of a $1.8 million child support payment that the internet with the rumor mill saying Anthony Edwards was supposed to give her because he said he didn't want nothing to do with the baby. Asked her to not have the baby. She wanted the baby anyway. When women get that age, they having that fucking baby beat. That's why it wasn't on him to strap up. It was on both of them to have some type of birth control. But, $5,000 a month for 18 years, $1.8 million. And she said, no, that didn't happen. She said, you birds in my comments saying I'm a gold digger because I got a baby with little baby and Ant-Man. She said, if I'm a gold digger, then y'all digging for poverty. Y'all digging for tax credits and your weed man and shit. Y'all digging for a little bit more on your Quest card and shit. Man, came at motherfuckers though, right? She messes with a certain type of nigga. If I got plenty paper and I go to the VIP at the clubs here, right? I'm there with the businessman. I'm there with the athletes. I'm there with the entertainers. I'm there with the dope dealers. We all fuck with the same women because that type of woman got a certain type of income she want a nigga to have to fuck with. It's just that simple. Now, she should have used a form of birth control like Ant-Man should have, but when you want to have a fucking baby, maybe she didn't tell him. That ain't none of our business, right? You can have a baby multiple ways by pre-cum or busting nuts or whatever, pulling out. None of that shit works. If she's not on any type of birth control, you can't go up in there bareback. It's that simple. It's that simple. And if you can't trust her, she lied to you, then man, it is what it is. But both are to blame for the child and I'm having a baby even though you don't want me to have a baby and trying to pay off and all that shit. So when I asked you earlier, Ant-Man, is it you or is it them? If you keep on attracting these type of women that want to have these babies with you and they're not on any type of birth control and a rubber pop or whatever, I don't know what it is. I suggest if the rubber's breaking on you, that means you need a bigger rubber. I had to find that out the hard way myself. You know what I mean? I had to move the magnums because the rubbers would break on me. You know what I mean? It depends on how comfortable the woman is. Is she super, you know what I'm saying? Is she ready down there, right? That rubber going to break too from the friction. So all those play into factor that later on down in life, this child is going to see the comments that her father made about him not wanting her, and by that time he's going to bend and change, right? He's 23, frontal lobe cortex ain't even fully developed. So when I look at a 39-year-old woman, I believe she should have gave that young man a little bit more grace. And if you want to have a baby, you could have found a nigga with plenty of paper that wanted to give you a baby. That's what I say. That's what I say. Now, on a working brother that left his kids at the McDonald's for almost 2 hours and shit, 10-6-1 or 10-4-1, what I think is there had to be someone that could have held them kids down for him. Or maybe he fucked up and they don't, you know what I mean? Because when we always see homeless people, we got to be like, man, there had to be a family member. Sometimes you blow up for the family members and they done fucking with you. Sometimes you just want to be independent and do what you want to do so you ain't got to hear nobody's mouth, right? But that brother's sense of urgency made him have a big lapse in judgment. You know, reportedly didn't have no car, turned in the application, came back checking them because they want to give him an on-the-spot interview. Like at that point in time, I wish he could have said, can I do it tomorrow? But he was that thirsty, desperate to get a job to help provide for his children. It's one of those, man. But it could have ended worse. It didn't. But it's a learning lesson, man. If he take his kids to his job with him, they're not giving him that job. But if he's showing up like, man, I came in to turn an application with my children, like, oh, man, can you do an on-the-spot interview? Like, man, I got my kids with me. I can't. Then maybe they would have said, well, can you come back tomorrow? Or it's cool. We know what you're trying to do. We really need you. You need this job. Let's just come on and try to make this work. It's only going to take a couple minutes. Well, my kids, I can take them to like McDonald's right down the street. I ain't got no car. Like, oh, we good. Come on, let's go back to McDonald's. It all depends, right? But communication is key. They didn't know, man. So we'll figure it out, man. All right, y'all. Thank you for staying with me, man. It's a longer pod, but you know it is what it is, man. Let me know in the comments about what I'm talking about. Let me know in the comments when I'm messing up on to get better, man. But you can't run my show. Get your confidence together. Get your clutch together. Listen to and follow Network on various platforms. ConfidenceInTheClutch.podbean.com, wherever you listen to your podcast. Subscribe on YouTube. You already know. Do all that. Weekly, Donald Nelson, D-Nell, Dizzle, Deezy, Deezus, Don P, Don D, Little D, Don Rilla Digger, host of Confidence in the Clutch podcast with Donald Nelson, the Confidence in the Clutch podcast about sports, entertainment, music, culture, religion, politics, and society. Remember, I'm here to inform, entertain, give y'all that real shit, you know what I'm saying? Educate y'all. Have a safe and healthy night. You listen during the daytime, credit grade day on purpose. Check out that Power Reverberation podcast. We halfway through with this season already. Power, man. Raising Canaan. You already know. Check me out, man. Have a safe. See y'all. Have a safe night, man. See y'all next week, man. See y'all on Friday, Saturday for the Power Reverberation podcast. Peace. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3 and the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.